Alright everybody, welcome back to some more Sercacraft. It is I, Xilestar, and today we're going to be figuring out why the Sculk is trying to infest my base for some odd reason. So, I closed the door, so let's go and find out what's going on. Apparently there's a spider nearby. I don't know how that happened. So let's go and... Oh, did it continue to spread? Oh my word. Okay then. Okay, let's assess the damage, because that's oh my word. Let's see here. Oh my word. What the heck? Okay. Okay, apparently the infestation hasn't really gone on this side, but it has gotten 10 times worse, man. Look at that thing. It has another pillar now. What the heck is going on here? Are you joking? No, this... It left me a window. Look at that. It left me a window. What the heck? Okay, well that's... Oh my god, it's even infesting the area. Oh, there's a bunch of... what are they called? Catalysts, I think? Yeah, there's a bunch of catalysts over there. And it's infesting the ground, bro. Okay, so I did do a little bit of research on the Sculk. Apparently, this is not a normal thing. And I don't have any other data packs that allows it to act like this. But I don't understand why it's doing it to my save all of a sudden. What a weird thing to happen. Okay, well, we're just gonna try and figure out... Maybe the Ancient Cities has, like, some information for us. Because this is not normal behavior. Or maybe my game is bugged. That could also be a very good thing, too. That could also be a very good possibility. This will probably be the first time I'm going to report this, and hopefully something happens. Anyway. I don't even remember where all the Ancient City locations are. Yeah, so before I continue onward, this is going to be a smaller, smaller session than normal. Now, I know that I've been doing smaller sessions anyway because, like, well, 1.19 has already been fully explored, kind of thing. Like, we've already found the mangrove swamp. We've already gotten a bunch of its like items, and not only that, for the ancient city or whatever is the ancient city, yeah, ancient city. We got a bunch of the stuff from there, so it's not like we didn't really fully explore 1.19 or anything like that. And there is now news of 1.20 now, so it's like now we're on the last leg of our journey, kind of thing. Where, or maybe that's what the Sculk is doing, is just trying to like end the series quicker. It's like taking down the ship, so I could just say, "Yep, server's done." Ooh, what's down there? Some copper. I mean, copper's still a new resource. I don't have a huge supply of it, I think, so I should probably go grab some, actually. I don't think I have... Oh, this is silk touch. Okay, so that's not too bad. So long as I actually just use a fortune afterward. Okay, there's another one. Yeah, right here. Ooh, there was more. And there's still more. So maybe my, so yeah, so like with 1.20, like, in about 6 months or so, on the horizon, pretty much, I just want to just end off the session, or just end off the series, or at least, like, end off, like, a good portion of it, so though at the very least, though, so that I can get started, prepping for 1.20, and figuring out, like, what our challenge is, because I think Sercacraft got like a little bit more of not attention, but like it got a little bit more interesting when we did those little challenges, kind of thing. Like, I know for 1.16 there really was there really a challenge? I think it was mostly just find a bastion remnant and then I found one off screen, and then I don't think I explored it. I think I found it, took a picture of the coordinates, and then I'm just like, okay, that's it. I'm out of there. So same idea with so I think for 1.17 that's when we started from scratch, just to kind of show off how like good I am at Minecraft, or like with the, to show you guys my skills kind of thing that I like sort of learned while playing. And then I think did 1.18 have anything? Find other side, yeah. But that was always inevitable. That was always like meant to end pretty quick. And then now it was just Ancient Cities. I'm trying to remember what we did with the other versions. I think for what was it? 1.13, it was mostly just explore the oceans kind of thing, and then get a bunch of tridents. By the way, I'm killing villagers because it's fun, and because we don't really need villagers, because usually you would use villagers because like it's really good, but like for us it doesn't really matter because, well, you keep things. So if you find a bunch of mending books, guess what? Well, since you keep a lot of mending books, you're not going to need villagers. So yeah. So anyway, so yeah. So I think 1.13 we was when we first did Sercacraft. It's not on the channel, but like my friend was streaming Minecraft, and that's when we ended up just doing all that. And I don't remember anything else though. I think for 1.14, I think I just made it my mission to protect a village, and so I gave it a wall, and that's when I ended up creating the Guardian Iron Golems. Did I ever show that off? I think I remember showing it off in 1.16. But yeah, but like I ended up like making those, and I ended up making some archers, which is just snow golems that no matter the temperature will like always like live. Then I have both of those kind of like just I have both of them kind of like patrolling the village. The only thing that I don't really like about the iron golem and snow golem kind of patrolling around an area is that they'll leave the area if you don't have like a wall or something like that. But then you kind of think about it and you go like, wait, if I have a wall, then why do I need the golems in the first place? Because if you're trying to prevent, like, let's say a village from being attacked by zombies, just light up the area and put a wall. You light up the area so zombies can't spawn in there, and the wall is to prevent any zombies that are outside of the area from coming in. So then what's the point of having golems then? So yeah, so I had like a whole bunch of them. They were always like, and I think this is probably normal golem behavior, or this is just because like I had so many of them, so they were all pathing each other to like so close together. Where I ended up like having like so many golems that were like going into one area, and like there were always like there was always like a corner of the village that was never like protected at all, because all the golems were on the, like, it had two different sections. It had like an upper section and a lower section. The lower section would have like the least amount of golems because they would all go up to the higher to the upper section and get stuck by trying to collide with another golem. And I'm guessing that this is probably normal golem behavior, or normal like player golem behavior. And I think there might be a way you can like spawn them in and make them act like villager golems, but yeah. I also made the golems that would spawn invulnerable to survival, which means that nothing can harm them in survival. The only thing that can actually take them out is like in creative mode, and I thought that would be perfect for the village that like we use. So though at the very least though, like you would have like an eternal guardian kind of thing. So though even if the village is like in ruins, you would be the sole person that would be like crying at everyone's graves kind of thing and mourning the losses. Even though I know that's like kind of like a dark way of looking at it, but you know, he would always see his failure of protecting the village, and I thought that would be a really interesting idea. And the archers have, I think, the same kind of qualities as the iron golem, like, but they're just snow golems with the ability to, I think, not die by going into like harsher climates for them, kind of thing. And I'm trying to remember if I created anything else. Well, I mean, I created the behemoth stuff, which is just meant to be like god level kind of thing, or OP weapons in general. I'm trying to think of anything else though too. I made all the command signs. I want to do at least one I would say one series, like one session just showing off what I do specifically of what I when I need to do it. Mind you, I do all of the command testing on a single player world, so that the server doesn't just break, and then I end up being very sad that I broke my creation or whatever because like I wanted to do it on the server instead. So I'll definitely do that on. I'll continue my trend of doing it on a single player world, and I also do it on a single player world because I can also like keep it, but like in order for me to like use it on the server, I still have to pay like the emeralds and all that stuff. Which that is another thing is that we wanted to make sure that the cost for all that stuff is relatively low because again you can put the because we have in our sort of like our shop kind of thing where you can buy command blocks. Since you can go in creative mode at any time, you can just add a command in there and then just loop and repeat. We do have it's sort of like a read in between the lines kind of thing. You cannot use a command block to make yourself a command sign kind of thing. That's just not cool. Because then that means though that like there's almost like all you need to do is save up for a command block, which is like one of the cheap. I think is cheaper than a command sign. Because I think we have a command sign being like 24, I think, emerald blocks instead of like a command block, which is 20. And the only reason why we have the command block being like that way is because we usually don't use villager breeding. But even if we do, making 20 emerald blocks is still a pretty decent thing because it's like who is gonna literally farm for like let's say 100 of them just to create 3 command blocks? Like who's literally gonna do that? So that's why like all the command signs, all the command blocks for Rosaria base are all like over like different versions, like 1.13, 1.14 kind of thing, and moving it from one ship to the other kind of thing. Since again, you are allowed to do that, so yeah. And since you're only allowed like one creation at a time, well, you can actually technically move like command signs from one ship to another, and you'd still be within well in into the thing, which we are now going to be changing. I want to double check to make sure that it's actually working properly, but based on what I've seen, because I did save in the world that it didn't have that issue anymore, we might be adding in the whole amulet thing. So if you're unsure what I mean, the amulet is a third party program that allows you to move certain structures from a Minecraft world to another. If you have any experience with MC Edit, it's made by I believe the same people, or it is sort of half and half. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. But if you do go to their website, though, they'll actually, like, I think they say, like, from the creators of MC Edit or something like that, or trying to do that. They have actually been, I think, making MC Edit for, I think, or they've been trying to make Amulet for about, I think when 1.13 started, I think they said they were gonna make it, and instead of having like a dev blog or something like that, just to say how far they've come, kind of thing. It took like I think 2-3 years for that thing to get like its first ever like like release version. And apparently like they released like sort of like dev builds kind of thing where like they're like extremely experimental kind of thing, but like apparently I my computer wouldn't be able to run it for some odd reason, even though like I looked at the requirements of how to start it, and yet my computer wouldn't start it. So it's like, I'm confused here. Ooh, what's in here? Ooh, suspicious stew, moss. Moss is always really cool to get a hold of. And cursive binding, nice. Anything else? No, this is the front of ship. Okay, so front of ship has one. Yeah, unless this is close enough to the back of the ship, it has the second chest. Yeah, that I cannot loot. Okay. Oh, we got buried treasure. Let's go, boys. Maybe we'll find something here. Probably not. Probably by the time we even find the answer, my ship is going to be completely covered in Sculk. So yeah, so I'm going to do some testing because I didn't move something from world to world. I was just doing an edit similar to like how I would use a MC edit, and it didn't really work the way I thought it would, so I just ended up like quitting out. And so I just ended up like saving the world kind of thing. But because I saved the world, I think I should have seen the issue right off the bat, but it didn't happen. So I'm a bit confused. Either that or something else happened. It's a different issue, but I don't know. Okay, yeah, so let's go try and figure out where we're going. Okay, so we're... Is it over here, or are we just going too far away from it? You know what, I'm gonna do this for now. We don't need light. Why would we need light, man? Yeah, I don't think we're going anywhere near it. Nope. Once the dot goes smaller, you're way too far away from it. So it's over here somewhere then. Yeah, so it's like right over here somewhere then. Is there an ocean monument close by? Oh, there it is. I was like, is there an ocean monument somewhere? Because I can hear it. So yeah, so with the so if Amulet is working properly, to what we can use it for, we were going to change the rules slightly so that way though you can have bigger creations kind of thing. So if you wanted to sort of like, let's say, have like a giant base because like, you know, like you do a lot of farming and all that stuff kind of deal, like you can do that. We're going to allow you to be able to do that, but there's going to be different rules. I think like at first we were thinking of like whatever the creation is, it's going to have to be like regulated kind of thing. I don't remember where to look for this, though. It's somewhere on the screen, and I can't remember where it is. Where is it? I can't remember where it is, and I am. It's like 9 and 9, I think, but I can't remember where to see it though. Unless they change it so we can't see it that way anymore. Yeah, unless they changed it. Oh my god, I want to remove most of this stuff off my freaking M3 thing, man. Okay, where is it? Yeah, I'm trying to like see like anything here and seeing if there's like anything in here that like will tell me anything. Let's see here. Yeah, no, it's not telling me anything. So okay, so we're gonna just wing it then. So it should be like somewhere down here then. Yeah, because whatever it is, it's supposed to be like at like 9 and 9 of the chunk or something like that. Because that's how it works. But the problem is that I think F3 has changed so much that it's just harder to kind of find that setting. Yeah, I have way too much inventory. Alright. So yeah, so like pretty much like, so anytime you would get like an amulet creation or any other kind of creation, doesn't have to be like through amulet or anything like that, but amulet's the only way that I will like actually end up bringing it in, because it's not that it's much, actually it is much easier because then I get to see it before it even comes in. There is like, I could all obviously just download like the mod World Edit and then just do it that way too, but the problem with World Edit is that like, sure, we can keep the server running, but then again, I don't know how it's going to figure out what schematics or whatever that we're going to want to use, kind of thing. Okay, is it below the sandstone then? Because if I go over here, this is exactly like sort of close to it. So let's do that then. But I have a hard time believing that this is actually going to be it. Either that or I'm not on the X because I can barely see it. Okay, so where the X is... Oh, it's like over here. Oh. So yeah, so if I was actually on the right spot, I'd be able to find out. Oh man. But yeah, but with amulet, we were given the possibility of bringing in bigger structures and such. So that like if you want to have like sort of like a bigger base kind of thing being moved, you can. The only limitations though is that like your creation, sure, it can move from world to world, but it cannot move or it cannot roam within the server. So what that means is though is that like, because we use structure blocks mainly as a way of just moving from our creations from within the world itself, we're allowed to sort of like pick it up and move kind of thing. But if I have to use amulet, that becomes a whole new like a whole new mess kind of thing, where you cannot move it because of the fact that like I have to use amulet pretty much in order in order to move it, kind of thing. Okay, I want to see if it's. The thing is that like it's so disorienting because it's trying to do something else, and I don't want it to do it. So I want to remove the graphics card and the processor from the thing because I don't need to know what my processor and graphics card is at any point in time, and I'm not seeing the thing unless I'm looking in a different section. Is it the E thing? Because the E thing's changing. Nope, that's not it either. Okay, is it the... Do I need the... Did I ever use the pie chart then? No, I don't think so. It just seems very weird. So, X, Y, and Z, and block is not really what I'm looking for either. They had to have changed it so you can't do that cheat again. They had to have, because there's... Yeah, because there was a way you can like look at where in the part of the chunk of the area you're in, and that's kind of how you need to find like these, because they're within like 9 blocks of the chunk. I'm trying to find like the good spot, and I think it's about here. Yeah, so while we were trying to think of that, we were trying to think of like, oh, like you get a bigger structure, sure, but like you can't move it anywhere. And it does count as your structure block structure too, because of the fact that like it would be fair to do it that way. So you can't just make like a bigger... I found it. Oh, that's right. You need to remove the sand from above it. Oh, okay. Got more food. Nice. And you got a heart of the sea. Nice. Okay, so I'm going to take a picture of this. I'm going to figure out if there is a way, or if it's on there somewhere. And I'm just not seeing it for whatever reason. Anyway, yeah, because that also gives you more of a clear thing that like if you want to be able to change your base every single version, but structure blocks are sort of like not very, or like removing your creativity for whatever reason. I mean, you can make some beautiful things within one chunk builds too. And even if if the structure blocks have changed, so though you can now do 48 by 48 by 48, then obviously, well, then the limit for the structure blocks is then like 96 in one direction. But of course, even with this, we just say like, hey, try and keep it within like 2 structure blocks kind of thing. I kind of wish that Mojang would have changed it from, instead of 32, it was 64, but hey. 48 is still nothing to like kind of be angry about. That's like an extra 16 bonus. So it kind of makes sense. Or it's kind of fair. I just kind of wish though that it was 64 and not 16, or instead of 48 it was 64. So though like so the Rosaria base can actually be used within one structure block, and I can be happy that I have a one structure. I only use one structure block builds now. Yeah, I killed the villagers. What are you gonna do about it, buddy? So yeah, so I do want to say something, but I'm going to wait till the final part of this session because, like, I feel like it's going to make more sense, too. And it might actually be like close to the end of Sercacraft 1.19 as well, so I think it's going to be kind of cool for that. Or maybe I'll do it for the final session, maybe, because I don't think I'm gonna do I think I'm gonna do one more of this, but that's it. You can take the Crest of Binding boots. I'll take the emeralds though. Those are always really good to have. Yeah, I think that's fine. You can take the sand and sandstone and andesite. I don't really need them. Stone. I'll take the bread. I'll take the apple. And that's it. Yeah, so maybe I won't actually do it this session. Maybe I'll do it next session. It's going to be more of a behind-the-scenes kind of thing. Which I know kind of like breaking the whole like thing right now by just saying like, yeah, we're going to do behind-the-scenes kind of thing. But like, I just wanted to mention that too. Yeah, I'm not seeing any clear things that leads to ancient cities, unfortunately. Oh, come on. Find a good place to land. About here. Let's restock on rockets. There we go. Perfect. And continue onward. Cube, are you okay? I think Cube is being overworked now. Is it Cube? Hang on. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's definitely Cube, man. Jeez. I can like just feel the fan just pulling like a lot, not a lot of air, but like more than usual. Is it because I'm making you generate an entire world practically? I'm sorry, Cube. But I haven't found an ancient city yet. And I know I'm not like going through... Ooh, a jungle temple. Yeah, one of the rarest structures to find. Doesn't have usually good loot. And I just went down into a cave. Great. Game, come on. There we go. I don't know where the front entrance is, though. It's over here? Oh, yeah, it is. Nice. Huh? Who tried to shoot me? How dare you try to shoot me? Okay. I never remember this puzzle. Is it just one button? No. I think it's... I think it's just that, right? Yeah. Okay. What a beautiful treasure. Alright. It's one of my most favorite things to ever get as treasure, man. I don't know what you're talking about. It's the best thing ever. Okay, is there a way you can... I mean, you can deactivate it by just doing this. But it does shoot, though. Kind of hoping that you can deactivate it before you even can do it, because arrows are pretty valuable. Okay. What a beautiful trap. You can disarm it before you even get too close to it. That's like the only thing valuable here. Is the 2 diamonds. Hooray. Wait, where did I get poisonous potatoes from? Oh, hi there. Yeah, no. I shall leave the poppies over here. And I'll leave the redstone as more of like a bloody grave kind of thing. Very weird rotation, but who cares? There you go. Aw, it's not a, okay, whatever. We all know what that means. Anyway. Ooh, we got some big mountains here. I gotta say though that I do love the fact that like 1.18 has changed mountain generation a lot. I remember back in like was it just the beta or was it just like normal Minecraft too? I am unsure if which one was which, but like anyway, though like my whole sort of like thing was to build like mountain bases kind of thing. So my whole sort of like shtick was to kind of find a mountain that looked really really good to build a base on, and then what I would do is that I would build my base on there. That's where most of my like kind of bases are, and then I think later on, or no, at first I wasn't that way. I was well, we already like took a look at like what my like original creations were in the what was it? It was the was it the first channel sort of like anniversary thing? I think so. We got to look at the sort of like Rosaria, well, not really Rosaria base per se, but close to its like origin kind of thing, where it was originally like a fortress. That's kind of like what my first ever like base was, and then after that we ended up moving over to, or I ended up moving it into being more of a spaceship kind of thing. And then later on it just kind of grew from there, where it just kept being like a better spaceship kind of thing. And then lo and behold, shortly after, like I think about 4 years, I think. How long has it been since 1.13 has been around? I think it's been like 4 years maybe. Uh, like Rosaria base was born pretty much. But I gotta say though, I wouldn't change its history for anything. I actually like it so much. But yeah, so like my original creations were mostly that. I think my first ever, or technically not my first ever world, because that actually got. Oh no, yeah, my first ever world. I think I ended up creating. Actually, the first house I ever built was technically a cave base in the side of a, well, side of a hill, but you could easily just say a mountain as well. No, all right. Okay. Oh my god, we got another stick. Nice. That's what we came here for, the stick. Ooh. I want the name tag. There you go, moss. You can go there for now. Actually, I think I should be good with moss. I think I grabbed a bunch. And plus, I think there's like like not mob farms. There's a bunch of like moss farms you can make that are pretty easy to do. I just haven't really made it. But yeah, so most of the bases that I ended up making were either island bases, because I kind of like the seclusion a little bit, where you're away from everything else, and I liked mountain bases because usually like you don't have to worry about the exterior kind of thing, because the exterior is practically done for you. I mean, it should be in any way, shape, or form. There you go. You can have a bunch of spider eyes cave. Don't need them. Ooh, copper. And I'm trying to remember everything else too. I think, yeah, because I like the island ones because they were secluded, and because like you already have like a natural sort of like defense kind of thing where you don't have to worry about like zombies and creepers and stuff like that, because like as long as you prevent them from spawning on your island, you're good. They don't spawn. And then I tried to make sure that most of the islands kind of thing. Oh, I thought that was a cauldron for a second. I was like, wow, there's a random cauldron in the floor. And I think I kept like mountain bases because they were usually very nice. But then I always just tried to stick towards islands that were very, very tall, like a giant mountain that just didn't have anything else. And I just said, ooh, I want that. And I never really did anything on the outside. I like something like this. Like this is something that I would be interested in. I'd be like, ooh, like this one looks kind of cool. I always like the savanna biome ones because they were always really tall and really like huge kind of thing in terms of their mountains. Even in the older or like even when they were first there, they were like really good. The only thing that I didn't like about them was that they had caves, which made it like filling them in or making that kind of work just very tedious, and I just went but I really liked them. That's kind of like how I thought about it. I really liked them. They were. It's a really good biome for if you're looking for like mountains and stuff. And then there was other ones where they were either like tall or taller than normal, or they were like smaller. And remember, this was before like 1.18, so this was before like the world height I think changed. I think the original world height was I think around that time was about a 128, I think. Because I know they changed the world height twice. So I think it was 128 when I was first playing. And I started doing the whole mountain bases kind of thing. They weren't too big, but they were big enough that they could actually do stuff. Then I think after that I ended up changing to. Then I think when they changed it to 252 as the. Or no, was it 256? I think. No, I think it was 256. I think, yeah. So when they changed it to 256 or 255, however, which one it was, and though it's like somewhere around there. For the longest time was the build limit, and then I saw bigger mountains, and I was like, oh, I want to explore that. Like, see, like this thing would be like this island right here would be perfect if it was just rounded off here. Like if you were to cut all of this off, kind of thing, it would be perfect, or just this one in general. So like this would be more of an outpost one. Now I'm just looking for islands, man. Trying to find like a big giant like hole kind of thing that just leads to the ancient city, and hopefully we'll find some note or something that will tell us like exactly what's going on. Or maybe not. Maybe I'll just find one off screen. I don't know. Maybe I'll just try and continue it on my own time, because I am very time crunched right now, but I've run out of Sercacraft Sercacraft videos, and I've also run out of a different series as well, so it's like I'm kind of time crunched into trying to maintain my schedule for today, while also making sure that like I have videos for the rest of the week, pretty much. It's not that I've been getting like not it's not the laziness. It's like trying to make sure that I have enough energy, and I'm like, okay, I'm starting the session knowing what I want to do with it. So though it's not that we don't get sidetracked over it, it's that like I know what we're doing when we first start. So like let's say I need emeralds, so I know that I need to find a mountain biome or something odd like that. So that at the very least, when we find that mountain biome, I go, this was all according to my plan kind of moment. Like, this is exactly why we're here. There's another treasure map. I'm not even gonna... I'm gonna figure out how to do it again. Because again, I think they changed the F3 menu, and I gotta figure out how to see it on the F3 menu. Unless they changed it specifically because people found out that and then changed it so it was harder for people to do it that way. But yeah, but I always kind of liked the whole mountain slash cave base kind of building. Because at the very least, though, like, you don't really have to worry about the exterior too much. I mean, like, if you want to make it look pretty, you can make it look pretty if you want. But, like, all you have to do, it's like pumpkin carving in a sense, too. Like, yeah, you carve the inside in order to make, or you take out all the insides kind of thing, and then you do your thing. Ooh, this one would be perfect. Ooh, this one would be nice. I mean, if it was like a complete thing, like if there was like no gaps here and there. So like if this gap wasn't here, it would be perfect. In my like whole mountain base building thing. Oh, I just change all the like the ore and stuff to stone. Oh, that'd be awesome. Oh yeah, this would be perfect because you can just make this into like a dock area too. Oh, wonderful. That's awesome. This one looks pretty good too. Ooh, if that's actually an island, that's actually perfect. Is it just like one? Oh, imagine if this was secluded right here. This one right here was secluded. Oh my. Is it? Wait, is it separated by water? Does it actually go all the way through? No, it doesn't. Oh man, like this one would be perfect if you could do it that way. Oh my god, look at this. Okay, we found the deep dark. Okay. Oh, this is what I was looking for though. Because we found the ancient city. Again. But see, yeah, so like it's definitely got to be something here. So hopefully there is something in here that we can find out any more information about why it's sprouting from the ground going all the way up. Even though in here it looks like it's kind of doing the same. Wait. In our world, is the Sculk evolving to hit the surface? No, that couldn't be. That couldn't be, although I gotta... Hey, game. Game, no. Thank you. I clicked F2 and it didn't make the screenshot. Uh-oh. Ooh. Also, I think if you log out and log back in, I think it, like, resets you. I'm not 100% certain. Do not quote me on that. Because I feel like that could also be very, very wrong. And I would be very angry if, or I would be very sad if a lot of people have said like, oh, doesn't work that way and I died a bunch of times. It's like, oh man, I'm sorry. I thought it does because I've always like head on charged and everything. So like technically anytime I go into a new one, a warden should like immediately spawn as soon as I like make any noise. But it doesn't. Oh my god, what's this? Is this just to give you wool kind of thing? Okay, I haven't found any chests yet, but then again, I'm not trying to, like, disturb the Sculk here, because I did not bring the hoe. For whatever reason, I didn't do it. And I also didn't bring extra shulkers, which is why I grabbed the screenshot. Because, again, I didn't think properly. Ooh. There we go. Can use that. I'll give you an apple. Okay. Hopefully that didn't disturb another shrieker. Okay, good. So we should probably make this our base then. Are you joking? Okay then. Okay, so I'm gonna go and break you. I'm gonna break you. I mean, I'd break the one at my... I mean, I'd break the ones at my base, but I don't know if they're just gonna continuously spawn there. Because again, if the infection is just going up, then obviously it's just gonna go back up again. So, like, then why would I even, like, bother doing that? It's just a means to the end. It's just a means to an end at that point. It's like, sure, I can just, like, break all the Sculk that's around my base, but then what's the point? It's just gonna come back. You gotta get to the root of the problem. Or maybe one of the Skulks that I brought was more of like a... Not an alpha? What's the... More of like a prime specimen kind of thing? No, what's the wording for it? It's like the... Oh, I can't think of the word right now, and I'm trying to... It's one of those things where, like, I know the word, I just can't... Like, my brain's just not wrapping my... Like, just not going around to it. Okay. You store all this stuff in here. I'll keep the rocket box for now. I can use it as, like for good loot, maybe, if I really need to. Okay, we gotta find another chest then. Okay. Or maybe in their little, like, laboratory under that portal thing. So maybe down there we'll find it. I don't know. Yeah, the only one thing that I'm very sad though is that like this is it reinforced or whatever deep slate. It's a very interesting block if you want to build with it, but like for some reason they made it so that you can't. So either they have like future plans with it. Ooh, a golden apple. That's an interesting reward. I'm taking the chest though. Mine. Now that I have a diamond hoe, I can actually start breaking things. I can actually start breaking the shriekers if I find any. I don't think I'm gonna find any though. It leads to it like leads to another shrieker pretty much. It's like, oh man. I heard that. Okay, where is it then? Don't know why you didn't use your Sonic Boom attack. Are you joking? Come on, man. I wish there was a cooldown. I think there's a cooldown of when they can spawn another one. But I wish there was a cooldown for when they, Come on, man. Okay, well, I guess I gotta go around here. Okay. And now we're gonna break this. Yeah. Wait, what's that? Unbreaking and efficiency. Ooh. Combine that with that mending one. We got ourselves a fast hoe then. Yeah, alright. Okay, so this Station City doesn't look like it's too big, unless I haven't gone to the area that's usually huge. Okay, so we're gonna get a lot of wardens here, but that's fine. Ha! And to be fair, the warden is easy to avoid kind of thing. You could just elytra your way out. I'm just not doing that, because either way, I'm going to be facing him, so. I just wish he had, like, more of a better loot table, if that makes sense. I was gonna say, we've gone through a lot of these chests, and I haven't found Swift Sneak once. Even if it was, like, Swift Sneak 1. Still, it's a lot better. Wait, okay, so where's my rest area? And I saw that Deep Slate, diamond. Don't think I didn't. I did. Maybe oblivious to other things. Or I may miss a few things, but that I didn't. Okay. Whoa, my word. I wonder if that's a natural Sculk structure right there. I kind of want to, know, like, how they... Like, obviously they didn't make, like, all of these structures... Mojang... Obviously Mojang didn't, like, make all these structures all under, like, different, structure NBT files, because that would just make Minecraft way too big. With all the different variations of the infection and stuff like that, so that obviously is not that cool. So there has to be, like, some kind of world generation thing that it detects these kinds of structures and goes, yeah, so put the Sculk here, 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 like, kind of thing. Which is kind of cool. I don't care hearing the sensors. The sensors aren't really too annoying. It's the streakers that are more annoying than anything. I have to say, though, the streakers are the most annoying block that I've ever heard. And that's a good thing, because that means that you don't want them to ever go off. Yeah, we're definitely coming on the ropes of the end of the session, because, like, as I said, I'm very time crunched right now. I have a bunch of things I need to do, and unfortunately, I ran out of Sercacraft videos, which I meant to record the day that I normally have, like, nothing to do, so I usually record that day, but I got very, very busy with something else. And then by the time I even realized it, it was too late to record, so... Yeah, because there's usually, like, one day of the week where, like, I'm, like, alone with nothing to do, so I just record videos. Which is why I'm able to, like, record a bunch of things. But unfortunately, though... Oh, I see it now. And that is the one that got set off. Well, it's no longer being set off. Yeah, I'd be more careful with the warden if I didn't have my... my wings of the traveler. Definitely. It's a little bit stronger than netherite, so. Because it's got, like, armor toughness and all. Actually, we already saw it, so you guys already know how good it is. Okay, so we are going over here. Okay. How did you get set off? No, I'm calling BS on that one. Oh, I like this. This is actually a really cool design. Like, they just put the Shrieker on top. Although I would have put the Shrieker there if it was me. But yeah. But I could definitely see it being up there, though. It's definitely a cool idea. Ooh, we got glowberries. Nice. I don't have an axe. Why am I still having this darkness effect? Leave. Thank you. Okay. There we go. Bye. Nobody likes you, Shriekers. I know it's a good prank, but like, It's a good prank tool where like you put a Sculk sensor near it and then you have all of them get set off. It does get very deafening. But yeah, so next session, hopefully we will find something here. I mean, I'll try and find my way in. Even if I have to break my way in. I'm gonna try and figure out if there is another way you can get in. It's just not noticing it at all. And I want to find that one room that like looks really cool, unless we already did find it before. But I don't remember finding one. I remember seeing other people finding it, but I don't remember me specifically finding it. Oh my god, there's a mine shaft close here? What? Wait, mine shafts can go down this far? I mean, I can understand, like, it being, like, a giant, like, giant thing right over here, like, where is... Wait, how did I get down here? Yeah, like, over there, like, if there was, like, hang on, let me get up so I can actually, like, drive it to me. So, like, there would be one that's, like, across here kind of thing, like, across the, the chasms, like, one that's right across here kind of thing. But not like at the same level of this. Like, that just seems a bit too like weird to see. I don't know, it just seems a little bit too weird for me to end up seeing that. So yeah. Okay, how many Shriekers? Got 2. So either way, one of them is gonna get set off. So, ooh, we got other side again. Nice. I can always use more other side music discs. There we go. I am not noticing anything new here. So I just want to check up on one thing. Okay, I don't... Okay, wait. Okay. 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 For a second there, OBS said it wasn't recording game audio from the game, and I went, no, you're joking. So I just wanted to test it out, and it is. It was just quiet for a long time, so it updated and said there was no sound. Oh, okay. I was a bit scared there. I was like, for about an hour, you guys haven't been hearing the game. It's like, great. Wasn't there another Shrieker around here? Or was it up on the tower? Hey, buddy. Oh my god, Swiss Week 5 is just amazing. This is like how fast we're cruising around here. Ignore the pumpkin. The pumpkin is just because it's really good for avoiding Enderman's anger. And the reason why we don't have like the pumpkin vision kind of thing is because we have a resource pack that like sort of removes that. So we just have normal sight whenever we're wearing a carved pumpkin. It's the same reason why like the armor isn't showing as well. We also tried to do it for the pumpkin, but like for the carved pumpkin, unfortunately it changes it for the normal pumpkin too, and because it's a block, it makes it so that the block is invisible. So unless we want the pumpkin itself to be invisible, which we did not want, we decided against that and we just reverted it back to a normal pumpkin texture. Okay, so after we kill its warden, I'm gonna call it. Because now we're a bit over what I wanted. Alright, so that's gonna be it for now. Next time, hopefully we'll find some clues as to what's happening in this sort of Sculk-infested world that keeps growing on my ship for some odd reason. So, yeah, so I'll see you guys next time for some more Sercacraft.